Welcome to my channel. Today's Tuesday. $40. Today's Tuesday, the 22nd of June, and extremely warm. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing today? We are continuing our diamond painting. We're actually finishing this wonderful canvas. That's all that's left. Let me take a peek. Let's see what's underneath here. Yeah, quite a bit of confetti still. You might hear a lot of ambulance going by. I do apologize. We are having a heat wave, which is extremely unusual for this country. And a lot of people are not feeling well because of it. I am fine. I have ceiling fans going, no air conditioning. And the tepid showers come in handy. I was hoping that the spa that has outdoor swimming pools in it also will open, but I haven't heard. So we're still waiting on that. Evidently, they made a lot of upgrading and improvements. Sooner or later, they have to open. I mean, they cannot, how should I say, they cannot bring in the laws, the monetary laws that keeping closed brings in I don't know. You see, a part of this hot spring spa is run by the city. The other part, that is the indoor wellness part, is run by a KFT, which is, the same thing as a limited LTD corporation. Now, because the city did not want to spend more time upgrading and making improvements, what they did was plant beautiful flowers and trees, etc. That's why it is named Flora. And then they decided that they want to change the pipes that bring the hot water. This comes from the ground. It's natural hot spring mineral water coming from deep, 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 deep inside the ground. And then they mix it with cold water, regular drinking water, I presume, to make it the correct temperature prescribed by the doctors. There is a pool inside where the hot spring pools are, and then there are two hot springs pool outside, and then there are swimming pools and baby pools and the usual thing outside. So there's quite a lot of pools out there now. They changed the thing that brings the water, the hot water. Oh, God. Anyway, they were bringing it from a different place. the pipes. Now they made such an improvement. Okay, this is upside down, so this has to be on the top. So they made such an improvement that the pipes now come from directly underneath the establishment. Did I explain it halfway confusingly? Totally confusingly. So now the hot water comes from underneath the pools rather than from a distance. Is that clearer? I really don't think you care, but anyway, I thought I'd explain. I thought it was rather interesting the first time I went in there, and I was like, oh, yeah, sure. I mean, it's like sitting in a bathtub, blah, blah, blah. What's the big deal? Well, folks, it is a big deal. And it does seriously improve the discomfort of arthritis, rheumatism, major surgery. There's some infections that have improved. Different mineral springs have different chemical things in them. And so they are prescribed for different ailments, which I didn't know. But now I know. So anyway, that is a huge, 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 major improvement, which I am sure also it means that the water will be hotter now, which means that they will have to mix it with more cold water, which makes it a little bit more expensive because drinking water is very expensive. And I was very surprised that they did not have the fountain. We have outdoor fountain in the park that goes next door to us. And they usually turn on a fountain in the middle of the park, where the benches are. I showed you that in a video. And the whole middle part is one big fountain. And they turn it on so the kids can run in and out through the water, cool off. It also cools off the environment. And they also have what they call steam gates, which is a very fine mist. They're like mist gates that goes, across, and you walk underneath and it cools the environment, cools you off. And of course, in the stations, the train stations, the bus stations, they have people handing out water, mineral water to drink. It's very important. But since we are not used to such high temperatures, many people, especially that have existing medical conditions, they do have a strong reaction. And so you might hear a whole bunch of whole bunch of ambulances coming and going, folks. We're supposed to have a cold front on Thursday, so that should put things back in a normal. We're getting hot African air. Well, yesterday it looked like we were going to have a doozy of a thunderstorm. Well, nothing came of it. Everyone was hoping that it will give us a little relief. Because what happens is, with all the water and everything else going on, the humidity is going up and up. And I was in Egypt where it was hot, but it was a different kind of hot, It's a dry kind of hot. And when you have a high humidity with the heat, that's what gives the problems. I mean, I love summer. Give me a summer dress, flip-flops, and I'm in heaven. This is a very heavy kind of hot. And considering that May was a very cold month, and of course the fruit trees suffered, this is the kind of hot that ripens the fruit. So, in that extent, it's good. Majority of the swimming pools and the lakes, etc., are open. This city is being very problematic as far as opening that spa because people have vacation homes from different countries because they attend the spa every year for their health. So and they're complaining about losing money. I understand that two of the pools on the inside are not finished, but they could still open the outside. I mean, that's where a majority of the families and the young people go. And well, as far as the baby swimming is concerned, they have that on the indoor pool, and the temperature of the water is kept at 25 degrees centigrade for the babies to have swimming. The hot spring tubs, pools are about 30 degrees or a little bit higher, depends on. But they have outdoor hot spring pools also where you can sit where the snow is falling. Yes, when it opens year round. You know, it's not restricted only through summer. Just the outside, regular swimming pools are restricted to the summer time, just like any other swimming pools. But the inside ones and the hot spring ones are open all year round. Now, this is the second summer that they're closed, so I mean, this is what I mean. How are they planning to make up all that income that is lost? I know they're hiring, so the people that were working in there probably went to get a different job. So now they have to train lifeguards and nurses, and because there are sick people attending there, they need medical staff. And well, it is a complete wellness. There's sauna and dentist and hairdresser and cosmetics, the usual thing that you find in a spa. Now, the restrictions were lifted as long as you have your card. It's like an ID card, plastic card that says you are completely vaccinated. You can attend with no mask and no restrictions. Of course, there are sanitizing things put out for your hands. And as usual, always was the case, you need to take a shower with a special soap provided, dispenser, shower gel. You must shower down before you enter the pools. I mean, it's not a bathtub. You don't go take a bath in a hot spring pool just because it's warm. You must shower down before you go in there, and you should shower down after you come out of the pools. So, always very strict rules always were um, used. So, I really don't understand what the big hysteria is about. I mean, that's not about the cleanest place that you can go to. And you must shower before you use the outside pools, and you must use the foot bath also before you enter the pools. So, extremely careful about cleanliness. Didn't have to have a virus and have special, ads on the TV about cleanliness. Anyone that's a regular visitor to these places knows exactly what is expected, and there are people checking to make sure that you keep to the health regulations. It's important. Remember, there are sick people being prescribed these treatments by doctors, so it must be as sanitary as it would be, let's say, in a hospital. So I'm rather confused as to what's going on, but it's not for me to figure it out. Of course, there are other health spas, that we can go to, but this is in our city. This is one of the reasons why we're here, mainly because hubby works at a stupid job over here. Yeah, he was working second shift yesterday. They called him at 8 o'clock this morning to go into work until 5 in the afternoon after coming home 11 o'clock at night yesterday. And I said, okay, then tomorrow you're going to be again on second shift. He goes, no, I have to go in for 9 hours because our wonderful German co-owners are visiting. Actually, they came from the hot spring spa that did not open, but anyway, blah blah blah. You know, so they're here visiting. So they tell hubby to go in there because he's the only one that knows how to work those machines. I go, okay, well, are they paying you extra or what? You cannot do this, you know. Okay, once in a while, sure, you need to make a sacrifice. But I mean, this is getting to be a habit. And I wanted to go away for the weekend because it's my birthday on Sunday. So I wanted to go to my lake. And he goes, uh, they're still here from Germany and I have to go in to work. I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. You have to go for the weekend with your wife. That's what you have to do. He goes, what am I supposed to tell them? I said, well, there's a little word with two letters, N-O. It's no. Yeah, that's what you should tell them. You don't pay me enough to drag me around whenever you feel like it. You know? I mean, that's the kind of job with his three diplomas, he can get one on every finger, you know? I have no idea why he insists on working there. Okay, fine, it was good while he was still studying, but now, he needs to work on his doctorate. And you can't work on that if you're constantly being dragged to this ridiculous job. I mean, he needs to publish and etc., etc., etc. Not fool around in this place. I am so happy to see the end of this canvas. I don't think I have ever complained so much as I have with this canvas. I guess I'm used to at a much better pace as far as doing diamond painting, and the fact that I have about three over here ready to go, and I'm still working on this one because this is for a review. This needs to get done. I don't like it when I have to do. You know? Sure, you know what I mean. I mean, this was giving me problems from the get go. And here I am, almost finished, and it's a whole bunch of confetti. Make it make sense. Yes, it did turn out beautiful. It's a beautiful picture, beautiful flowers. You would think I was doing a 2 meter by a 2 meter over here, as long as it took me. And it isn't actually. I think my room right now, let me see, 34 degrees. Yep. I'm not even going to guess what it is outside. The other day we went grocery shopping and went from inside the house. And as soon as we stepped outside, it was like, whoa, this heat wave hits you all of a sudden. It was like I just came out of the shower and I have to go back in. The more I shower, the more I perspire. I wonder if that's normal. I suppose a shower opens up your pores, and actually perspiring is good because it cools your body. Now you have to remember my windows face Main Street, and the sun hits it directly from 5 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. This is what I mean. So the night was bearable, but then hubby closed the windows, shut off the fans, and I was like, I'm going to kill you. He goes, it's not hot. I go, okay, fine. You're a desert dweller. For you, it's not hot. For me, it's hot. Do not close the window again. He goes, but it's too noisy. All the cars are going by. I go, okay, put earplugs in. I don't care how you solve it, but I want air. So after about 15 minutes, he decided, yep, it is hot. Need to open windows. I go, thank you. First of all, it's not very healthy to wake me up when I'm sleeping because I tend to be grouchy. You know how you are when it's hot and you can't sleep and you're tired and you're hot and you're miserable and you're like, oh, is it morning yet? Yep. Well, congratulate me. I had something new to complain about the weather. Seriously, I love summer. And usually that was my solution is to be near some sort of a body of water. I know it's not going to stay around for that long, so, we will survive through this heat wave. Rather unusual, but we are in no danger as far as health is concerned. Plenty of cold mineral water, iced tea, and everything else in the refrigerator. I made a salad and fruit that's for dinner because nobody wants anything heavy and hot, it's not good. I hope hubby brings home a watermelon. I could really go for nice chilled watermelon. And the watermelon does have a lot of water, obviously, which is good as far as replacing, fluids in your body. Is that all of the foursomes? That's a threesome. Okay. Okay, doke. And then, because it's the last of the red flower, we're finished with those. So we have a corner, a red corner. Must be this one. Yeah. So we are getting to the finish. Minor miracle in itself. Come on, guys, line up. I tried to do a little more on the background yesterday, but then um, life got in the way. I do have a family, and I couldn't get any more done. So today I started cooking at around 5:36 a.m. I cooked some macaroni and eggs. So I am not using the stove at the hottest part of the day. Yeah, little things like that. It's only a couple of days. We'll survive. Hate to see what my water bill is going to be after all these showers. I guess it's not worse than some people that are using air conditioning. What the electric bill is going to be. I don't like air conditioning that much. Even in Egypt, I didn't go under 25 degrees because the shock to your body when you're going from the air conditioned room to about 45 degrees outside, it's not a healthy thing. Well, of course, in Egypt, between 11 and 3 p.m., we didn't go out. And a lot of places were like closed, and they would open at 4 in the afternoon until, midnight or what have you. And during the hottest part of the day, they were closed. I was yelling at hubby today. I go, why you have to wear a suit to work? I mean, you're gonna die in that. Because oh no, because they're having a visitors and we have to get dressed properly. But you're not gonna put a tie on also, are you? He goes, no. Go, okay. So I packed him 2 extra shirts and underwear. I said, I know you're going to be sweating bullets, so let's just, go and change, shower down, get comfortable, change your clothes. about all you can do. Really, if they have a dress code, I think they should have a dress allowance in their pay to buy what they want you to wear. No? Yeah, it's my opinion. I am so happy I bought these summer lightweight dresses. Very inexpensive, quick to wash. You know, even if you go traveling, you can rinse them out. Very lightweight, so your luggage doesn't weigh, 200 kilograms. I have discovered it's cooler to wear a dress. Good morning, good morning. T-shirt. Yep, took me all this time. Welcome. How are you, everyone? Today's Wednesday. I don't know what the date is as usual. The 28th of July 2021. Oh, the summer's going by so fast. Come to think of it, I still have some ice cream in the freezer. Well, the positive thing is I definitely don't have much of a I have to shut off the microphone because there's big traffic on Main Street. Lately, I have had a huge appetite. I was like, oh, very unusual. So I can lose the 1 pound I gained back. Could be water because I've been drinking a lot, you know, because that's what you're supposed to do when it's hot. Yeah, they're um, they're doing, how should I explain, mosquito um, repellent outside, but they're doing the ground ones now. They did the air, and they're doing the ground ones now, which means the helicopter comes down real low in some places, and in some places a truck comes and sprays to kill the mosquito eggs and what have you, larvae. So they're doing that today, which means the playground is closed, but then in this hat, you're not going to take the kids to the playground, you know. They're doing it here and they're doing it in the village also. So there has been a lot of mosquitoes because I have bites all over. They call it mosquito control. They don't say they're going to kill the mosquitoes. They're going to control the mosquito population. I mean, what are you going to do? Give the mosquito no baby pill? I mean, like, okay, we're going to control the population. Good. Then they won't be drinking my blood anymore. So, have we finished the last red flower? Yippee! Oh, God. Lord, help me get through this. I am not a quitter, folks. Nope. Excuse me. Usual. Now we need one of those. I said we need one of those. It was over here. Brown one. Okay. few of those right there. Okay, I will definitely analyze this canvas. Why did it take me such a long time? Besides the fact that you can't see the drills. It's really difficult to place diamonds when you can't see where you're supposed to place them. Now, how did you get over here? You don't belong there. Okay. We need some brown ones over here. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I think I'm about ready for shower number 6 today. Nice tepid one. I don't take cold showers because I find that I feel hotter after a cold shower than if I take a tepid one. Okay, right there and over there. And we got some up here. Crooked. Okay, I saw a whole bunch before right there. Two, three. And then there's two there. There. Hubby discovered macaroni salad with mayonnaise. Whole bunch of veggies in it. He likes it. Said good, because that's what you're having. So I'm glad you like it. Now he's working, so he's not going to be screaming and yelling into the video. Usual. He just don't want us to ignore him, He lets us know that he's here. And oh, good. It's unusual how quiet the traffic is. I think they are all at the beach. School is finished, so the student commuting is not on anymore. Quite a lot of schools in this city. They finished with their closing ceremonies, everything. That's so cute. When they finish with one school, it's a little bit sad and a little bit sweet. You congratulate them for achieving their goal, and then they have to say goodbye to their teachers and their schoolmates and start a new school. Sort of a bittersweet. Then they usually have a big party and dinner, and you know, here they make a big celebration out of it. Even if they graduate, from nursery school, they start at age 3 until age 6, and then they start regular school. They're the cutest little things. they have the little bag and they have a biscuit in there, and you know, they toddle all over the place, and then they walk to the school where they're going to be going to elementary school, and the first graders escort the little ones to their new classroom, and they meet their teacher. It's real sweet. Of course, parents all sit teary-eyed and, oh, isn't that adorable? Oh, yeah, it's adorable. But when you're seeing about 200 of them, you're like, yeah. Okay, I think we're done with that. And we're done with the red flower. Right on schedule. Thank you very much spending time with me this afternoon. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. And if you're hot, stay cool. Please hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Bye. Bye bye. Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. Today is the 23rd of June, 2021. And let's try this again without the camera falling. We have opened up the last section of this fantastic, marvelous canvas. So let's try this corner over here, because this is what I got stuck to. And when I tried to release, the camera went together with everything else. Okay. Now, if we're going to keep the schedule, we will have this done by Sunday. And I will be just as happy as you will be when we finally get back to doing the rest of the canvases that we have waiting, because this one took so much time. I have been working on this, trying to find the places that are missing drills. And since this is filled with confetti, well, I found quite a bit. So I have been busy with it all morning long, but it looks like I have made progress. The symbols are so bad that after a while, they just run together, and I have to take a break. Okay. Let's see. Trying to do some multiplacing and color blocking. I emphasize the word try. But seriously, it's coming along. It is a beautiful picture, and I still haven't figured out why it gave me such a hard time. Besides the drill field, and to be honest, between you and I'm losing patience with this. because it's extremely unusual for me to spend this much time with the canvas. But I'm happy at the result, so I'll just keep it at that. Many a time I felt like giving up. Many times. But I didn't. And you stuck it out with me, kept me company, for which I thank you very much. It really does help. Give me encouragement. I am planning to order from this company again for the simple reason. Did I just get a difficult canvas? Or are all their canvases like this? Now I am curious. See what I mean? This is the background. Now tell me, why is there this? Uh, so anyway, the heat wave is still on in this country, which is rather unusual. We're getting African hot air, and there is some sand mixed in it. Um, so together with the heat and the humidity, it's not the easiest to breathe. It's comfortable in the house. I don't have air conditioning, but I have ceiling fans going, and they seem to be doing an excellent job. Can't say that I got too much sleep last night, and of course, my face is 3 times its size from the heat. I didn't know that you can swell up from the heat, but evidently you can. Yes, I'm drinking a lot of water. Could be water, very easily. I'm keeping to a light diet, lots of salads. The cooking that needs to be done, I do it in the early morning hours. That's when it's the coolest. I think we're supposed to get some relief tomorrow, but then it looked like thunder for a couple of days now and nothing happened. So if we're just going to have a little sprinkling, that would just make the humidity, worse. We complain about the cold, we complain about the heat. Weather is something that we can complain about all the time. I still love summer. I am a summer person. They opened 2 of the pools in the hot spring spa, but none of the indoor um, health spa facilities. They're still modeling on it, working on it. Supposed to be fantastic once it gets done. After 2 years of doing it, it better be fantastic. So I would be curious to see what it is exactly they were working on for 2 years. Because it's not such a big place, I mean, what can you possibly do in there for 2 years? That's my point. Yes, I started making this video and I opened this corner with a big ta-da! And then the camera went flying together with the paper on the corner. And I'm like, oh. So I started over again. I mean, my live stream, I had to start over twice. So why not? I don't know. I wonder if the heat has anything to do with the fact as to how well your wax, how well the diamonds stick to the wax. Because I seem to have more of a problem. Where is it, the humidity? Okay, the last thing I need for you to is dump all over the place. Seriously, I'm in no mood for that. The weirdest thing, I seem to have noticed that this hot weather is making me a little bit short tempered. Is that normal? There's nothing I can do about that traffic. I don't know where everybody's going to, but yeah, they really got on the move. It's Wednesday afternoon. I mean, they can't be heading um, to their vacation house because they go Thursday afternoon. I mean, Friday afternoon there, and they come back Sunday night. There's just no other way. I have to do it one at a time. So this is why I said that we should be done by Sunday because this is how this canvas goes. I cannot imagine that all other canvases are like this since this company has been in business for years. So they must be doing something right. However, this was not one of their best projects. Yeah, since these symbols are so weird, they are beginning to wash together again. And I have glasses on. Hmm, it's weird.